Coming up on WVUA 23 News, another cold night is in store with temperatures in the teens. More weather details in a bit.
And it's definitely a cold night out there. And Molly, I think the big question we all have for you, how low can we go tonight?
Anthony, we're going pretty low tonight, back into the teens. Now, it's going to be very similar to last night. I wish I could say we were warming up tonight, but we are expecting all exclamation cold tonight. It's still some gusts out there. It was a gusty day today, and we did see a few freezing temperatures, bring in a few flakes, and our chief meteorologist Richard Scott sent us some videos of some small flurries this morning. The sun was still shining, but we can see a few flakes falling. Luckily, none of the snow stuck and was gone almost instantly, but we're still fun seeing snow in the south. And Anthony, as we approach the next few days, we're not going to see any snow, but we're going to see some more cold temperatures. But I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit. Well, after a very cold start to the weekend, the biggest weather news is, will it be warmer? I'll have your full forecast after the break. Well, happy Saturday. We definitely had a cold start to the weekend today. It was very chilly out there. Looking from Fayette, we're seeing some calm conditions, but as you can tell, those winds were gusty today. We're seeing winds out of the northwest bringing in pretty cold air, and we're definitely feeling that cold air as we continue through the night. Now, our almanac's showing that the actual temperature we saw today here in Tuscaloosa, 30. As you can see, that is very well below average. Even our lows were slightly below average. Again, I say it like a broken record. Luckily, we are nowhere near those highs, because I don't want to be feeling 80 degrees at the end of January. But today our highs were very far off from that. We did not see above freezing. We did not see above 32 degrees at all today, which is pretty unusual, but we're even cooling off even more tonight, seeing temperatures already dipping down into those lower 20s. Haleyville 17. We're going to see most of us, those teens now, it could be from 15 to about 20 degrees for our area, but the biggest news is it's going to be really cold tonight. And why is that? We're going to take a look at our upper air once again, and we have this really big deep trough that is bringing in very cold temperatures now as we move through the next few days. It's going to start to level out where we're going to have a bit more seasonal weather until our next cold front that moves in. It's a really small one, but it's still going to bring some colder temperatures. We are under an extreme cold warning from the National Weather Service. That is what is highlighted here in blue. And just above us and above Hamilton towards Tennessee, they are under just a cold advisory and a winter weather advisory, but we are just under an extreme cold warning and cannot preface just how cold it is going to be tonight. Make sure if you are out and about, you are bundling up and staying as warm as possible. Over the next few days, we are going to see a slight bit of a warm up, and then as you can tell, that next front is moving in Tuesday into Wednesday, so we're going to see some rain then, but we're not seeing any rain now. We're staying dry. No more flurries for the night, unfortunately, and we're going to continue to see those drier conditions until the PM hours of Tuesday into the early AM hours of Wednesday. Now, those temperatures, that's the biggest news right now. We're seeing those very, very chilly temperatures tonight. Waking up tomorrow morning, you're going to see those still lingering, only warming up to the 40-degree-ish mark. Slightly warmer Monday, Tuesday, we could see 60s, and then we drop back down Wednesday. Not as drastically, but by the weekend, hopefully we're going to see those 60-ish degree mark once again, and then we're going to have some below freezing temperatures later on in the week. It's not looking severe, but as we enter tornado season this year, download our free WVUA 23 app and keep up to date with weather coverage and updates, as well as our social media platforms. Search Richard Scott, WVUA 23.
So I've been saying it's going to be cold,
Yes.
but I'm running out of ways to say that.
Yeah, honestly, me too. I cannot emphasize for us here in South Alabama how cold it feels, and the humidity in the air. It's just making it feel even colder than if it was 18 in Ohio. So.
Right, and I feel like that just makes it just get into your bones, and it's just not a good
it's
feeling.
quite literally chilling to the bone.
Absolutely, it is. And with the wind today, that was just something
it was
else.
brutal.
Oh, well, hopefully.
Yes.
Warming up later this week.
Slightly.
Just slightly, but better than nothing. Right?
Exactly.
Well, time now for a look at sports with Theodore Fernandez. Hey there. Thanks for staying with us. So as much of the country is firmly in the grip of this winter's wrath, millions of Americans fed up with the cold will have their eyes on a furry little weather prognosticator to find out if there's any end in sight. Puxatawny, Pennsylvania is ready for Groundhog Day. The February 2nd commemoration's taken place at the Gobbler's Knob site since 1887. Visitors to downtown Puxatawny today enjoyed live music, warm beverages, and snatched up plenty of groundhog-themed souvenirs. With wind chills in the single digits and snow on the ground, many visitors hope the groundhog won't see his shadow Monday morning. So according to lore, that signals the onset of an early spring. Well, guys, did you know in Alabama we have our own little weather predictor? The possum, Sand Mountain Sam, might be Alabama's favorite weather predictor, of course, next to our weather team here at WVUA 23.
Appreciate that.
But get this, the last 10 years he's predicted an early spring, so that would be, I think, pretty nice right about now.
That's interesting because, you know, it doesn't really matter if they see their shadow or not because we've got some colder temperatures coming after Monday.
Man.
So just for the next few days, but not too much longer after that. So
Okay, with any luck. it
fingers
warms up soon.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
So what are we looking at for the rest of the
Yeah,
weather?
so we've got really chilly temperatures tonight. Temperatures in the morning, are also going to be cold. And then, like we said, Groundhog Day Monday, warmer Tuesday, but then we have that next cold front moving in for Wednesday.
Alrighty, well, like we keep saying, hopefully it's
Fingers
warming up
crossed.
pretty soon. Fingers crossed, everybody. That's our report for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We're always on with updates on WVUA23.com. Have a great night, everyone.